part of what's challenging as a builder, you dream of all of the possibilities. You dream of what can be, what you hope you can create. And that's amazing. That's what makes a builder so powerful. And yet you also have to think about the checks and balances. Esther mentioned this challenge of governance, right? Which is this moment of saying you need people to think about where this is really going to go wrong. And you need the structures that are going to listen to that, because it's about finding that balancing act. And part of what is challenging is that, the days of Plato, the days of Well, the days of Usenet, this was a very small number of people online, and it was a lot easier to pressure people into social norms. But let's also acknowledge things like rec.pets.cats, which went way off the rails into recipes on how you could eat cats, right? Like there were a lot of things that went wrong. But then you add in layers of money and power and politics. You add in the possibility that if you game a system, you can profit significantly. You can build a business off of, arbitrage, if you will. And you started to see the financialization of the tech industry become a huge challenge for it. You started to see the gameplay. So we were all still imagining that this would be a tool of empowerment, but it did empower people, and it also created conditions that put people in vulnerable places. And I think that's this weird reminder about tools. They don't fix the problems in society, right? They don't come and say, hey, you had a problem in society. If you build the tool that connects the people, the problem will be done. And that's one of the things that I think about with regard to networks. Networks get made and remade. They're constantly negotiated. And one of the things that I think we have to constantly remember is, what are the networks that we need to function within our society in a healthy way? And how do we envision those kinds of networks, rather than assuming that if we just build the technology, the networks will happen? And that's part of the beauty of this conversation, because there's a moment to envision what the world of networks should look like, not just assume that they will, if you build it, they will come.